Okay, this stuff is so much fun. Now, if you've never heard of negative numbers, imagine this. Imagine I give you $3. You go out and you spend $4. Is that possible? If I give you $3 and you go out to the candy store and spend $4? Sure it is. You could borrow $1, right, from one of your friends. So now you have an IOU. So you have negative $1. Does that make sense? So the next time you've got $1 in your hot little paws, you owe it to somebody, right? So it's possible to go below 0. And so let's take a look at some negative numbers. Now, a typical example, like in a worksheet, in a drill worksheet, it's going to look like this. And we'll work through those in just a second, but I want to kind of just make you visualize it first. Okay, so if you owe me $3 and your mom $4, how much do you owe completely? $7, right? So that would be negative 7. People don't usually, grown-ups don't really like negative balances on their checkbook. In fact, if it's red, it implies there's a negative sign in front of there. Okay, great. So what if say you owe me $10 and you pay $5 back? Do you owe me any money still? If you owe me $10 and then you give me $5, would I say, oh yeah, that's great? No, you still owe me money. How much? $5 more and interest, especially if you don't like pay soon, right? Okay, that's what we're talking about here. So check this out. Okay, so I gave you $3, you spent $4. The answer to this one, you still owe $1. So this would be negative 1. All right, what about this? You owe me $3, your mom $4. Now you're out $7. This would be minus 7. All right, you owe me 10. But a negative 5. A negative. Think about the two negatives as becoming a positive. Take that negative, put it up here, make it a plus. Minus 10 plus 5. So you owe me 10, you gave me 5. What's the answer to this one? Negative 5. You still owe $5. What about this one? A 2 minus a minus 9. Anytime you minus a minus, just replace it with a plus. Super simple. So what's 2 minus a minus 9? Can you do it real quick? 2 minus a minus 9. What I do, mentally in my head, I say, hey, that guy's going to go over here. Can you do that problem? Sure. It's 11, right? Super easy. All right. Now, let's really test you. Okay, here we go. 6 minus a minus 8. What's that going to be? Say it out loud. Just say it. You don't have to write it down if you don't want to. 6 minus a minus 8. Okay, so we'll go back to the drawing board here. 6 minus a minus 8. 2 minuses make a plus. 2 wrongs make a right. Well, sort of. We have positive 14. Okay, what about this one? I give you $6, but somehow you spend 8. So what's the deal? Do you have money in your pocket or do you owe money? You owe money. How much? Minus 2, right? You are down by $2. Okay, what if you already are down $6, okay, and you spend 8 more? Do you have money or are you really in trouble? You're really in trouble. So anytime there are minuses here, you just put the minus here, and then what's 6 plus 8? 14, that's right. So now you better get a paper route or start doing the dishes and washing cars because now you owe $14. Yeah. Not a good thing to be in the red so much. Okay, here's another one. Let's do the last one that we didn't talk about. How about this one? Minus 6 minus a minus 8. Can you do that? Minus 6 minus a minus, so you're going to replace that with a plus. Minus 6 plus 8 gives you, show me with your fingers. What do we got? Nice. Looking good. All right, so handling negative numbers is important, and especially in algebra. Okay, so you know how to multiply. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the answers. Here you go. I think you guys got all these, though. Okay, so you guys can, you can look at the answers here. Okay, so it's important to know how to handle negative numbers. And if you've never multiplied by negative numbers or divided, it's a little bit different. We just did addition and subtraction. Real quick, if we have minus 2 times... let's say just a minus 2 times 3. Notice how I put them in parentheses. Anytime I have 2 parentheses, we don't put x's here because we're going to use x for something else. Sometimes you'll see a dot but dots are small and it's hard to see. So I'm going to have minus 2 times a 3. So what do? We just take the numbers. What's 2 times 3? 6. And then we add up all the negative, or we look at all the negatives. So there's only one negative, so we're going to carry it through. Okay, if this was a minus 2 times a minus 3, we would just go 2 times 3 is 6. Minus times minus, 2 wrongs make a right. Now we have plus 6. Okay, so, and if I had a minus out here and a minus out here, I have minus and minus, that's a plus. Oh, but another minus, that would still be minus. You kind of see how that is? So if there's an odd number of minus signs, you carry it through. But if there's an even, then they become a positive. This is the same for division and multiplication. So negative numbers handled, yes.